Hey guys, so today I'll be teaching you how to drive a manual car, learning about the e-brake, the clutch, and the shifter. Before you even start going, you need to learn about the e-brake. The e-brake is your park. You have no parking gear. Look at this. It's only forward and reverse gears, no park. So your e-brake is your park. To pull this down, you want to lift up on it, press the button in, and pull it forward. This is now not in park, and gravity will take advantage of the car where it's rolling up or downhill. So just be aware of that. So put it back in park, push the front in, pull all the way up, and now you're parked. Simple as that. The second thing after the e-brakes, what you probably realize is the shifter and the third pedal, which separates that from other cars. So for your shifter to work, you'll have to press your third pedal all the way down using your left foot, and that now opens the shifter to throw into gear. Up and to the left would be first, second, third, fourth, fifth for this car. Reverse is a little bit different. It's down and to the up left. That can be different from the car. Sometimes it's on the bottom left, sometimes it's on the bottom right. It just really depends where your car is, but it'll mark it on here so you have a good understanding. And remember, you can only throw it into gear when your foot is all the way down on the clutch pedal. All right. Now, I kind of talked about it when I was talking about the shifter, but you have three pedals. Your right foot is responsible for the brake and the gas, and your left foot is only responsible for the clutch. The clutch puts your car into gear and acts as a bridge to gap the engine and the transmission. So without this, your engine would just be spinning. Your clutch is what puts the car and the transmission together and what makes the power go to the wheels. All right. So I think now that we understand this, we can start up the car. Starting up the car is a little bit different. You have to put your foot all the way down the clutch pedal. Make sure it's in neutral. You can figure this out just going side to side as there's no gears, so you can see it's in neutral, and turn on the car. As soon as the car starts, release your clutch and just let it idle for a little bit, get up to warming temperatures. Now that we're all warmed up in this frigid temperature, we're ready to go. So first, we realize that it has a park symbol right there. We still have our e-brake up. So do this like we talked about earlier. Pull up, press down, and slowly release. Since we're on a flat ground, there'll be no issue about rolling, but just keep aware that there are some circumstances where you'll have to do this and the second step together. So now that we're ready to go, we'll have to put our foot all the way down the clutch pedal, put it into first gear, and all you have to do for just getting started is slowly release that clutch pedal. As you can see, I'm slowly releasing it. That barely releasing it is getting the car started. I don't even have my foot on the gas yet, and we're moving. Once you get all the way, replace that with a little bit of gas, and now we're moving. Moving very, very slow, but we are moving. Now to throw it in a second gear is very similar to how you would put the clutch in, go down to second, and slowly release. As you get better, you'll move a little bit faster. Try to do this in an open area so you get used to not having to worry about all these bends like I'm dealing with. I'm only doing this because there's no good area that's not plowed yet, all right? So now that you're moving, you may be wondering, Ben, how do I get the car to stop? Do I just let off the gas and just come to a stop? No. In this circumstance, you'd want to re-engage your clutch and then put it back into neutral. This way, the transmission is disconnected from the engine and you can come to a complete stop without having to worry about stalling your gears. Stalling your gears would turn off the car and you would look like a fool in front of all traffic, so you do not want to do that. Now for reverse. Reverse is a little bit more tricky. So let's first put it into reverse gear, so down and to the left for this car. Like I said, every car is a little bit different. And for this circumstance, sometimes you just don't even want to release all the way from the clutch. Just a little bit and give it a little bit of gas. That's all you need to be moving backwards. So I know it's a little complicated, but it just takes some getting used to, and it's more of a feel really than anything. Just like getting started going forward, you just want to have a little bit of a feel. So yeah. Now that you understand how to get the car moving, we understand how to turn it off now. So when you're after your destination, I like to put the e-brake and put it into gear, holding down the clutch pedal, and then turn off the car. This way, the transmission as well as the parking brake is holding the car in place, whether you're uphill or downhill. I think this is a good habit to bring into, so you don't have to worry about your car rolling down the street, and I don't think anyone would want that, so yeah. So for this circumstance, we're moving. You can see the stop sign coming. We're gonna clutch in, go back into neutral, and then brake, and we can come to a complete stop without having to stall our engine. And it's as simple as that. And then we're ready to go in gear, clutch engaged, first gear, turn signal, and we're going left. Now we're ready to go into second gear. Clutch in, down, into second gear. Release the clutch, gas. And this applies for all gears. So now we're ready to go in third. Clutch in, third gear, release clutch, gas. Now as you get better, you'll have to do this a little bit quicker or else you're gonna burn your clutch. But for learning purposes, you may want to start off a little bit slower. But like I said, you want to get quicker at it so you don't have to repair your clutch immediately after learning. I hope that tutorial helped a little bit. It just takes getting used to, honestly. Once you get it down, it'll be like second nature, but you'll seem frustrated now, and that's okay. Everyone was at some point. The best way to learn how to drive manual is stall at a 4-way intersection. So just get used to it. You'll learn how to do it, no stress, and I hope this helped.